Dear WWO faithful, welcome to WWO Zone. Now, for those of you who've been living under a rock, or to those of you who decided to check out the hottest e-fed in wrestling today, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Marvin Dallas. I am your current two-time World Tag Team Champion. I am a former international champion. I am the general manager of WWO Europe. I am the leader of the syndicate. I am the star maker. And since Winter War, since Battle Cage, I am the Jeremy Breaker. Because yes, what I've been saying for years has finally come to fruition. Years ago, I was supposed to face Jeremy one-on-one, and you know the story. I got attacked before the match. I never got that one-on-one match up until years later, when Jeremy was World Heavyweight Champion. I decided to cash in my right as International Champion to face him for the belt. And what happened? That little weasel, the showman, OSU Phoenix, whatever his name is these days, decided to interrupt and attack me. And we never gonna finish to that either. And you know, every single time that Jeremy and I have been in the ring, he's been able to dodge the bullet. It's been tag matches where neither of us were involved in the decision. It has been elimination matches between the Freak Show and the Network, both factions who have died since. But we never got to see what would happen when it would come down to just you, Jeremy, and myself. All the way up until Battle Cage, when this happened. Yes, when push came to shove, I pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. I have been the only person who has been able to me in his entire goddamn company since its inception nearly 3 years ago. Now, it wasn't former world champion Showtime Shane Black who did it. It wasn't OSU Phoenix, his former best friend, who did it. It wasn't the giant Taco Loco who did it. And it wasn't your current world champion Mr. G who did it. No. There was but one person who was able to take Jeremy out, and it's the person who has promised to do so for years. And that person was me. Yes, I didn't become world champion in the end, and yes, that is a bummer. It came down to me and Mr. G as the final two, and quite frankly, I thought I had Mr. G beat. But alas, Mr. G, you survived, you fought hard, you continued fighting, and you won. Congratulations. Let me be the first person here on Zone to say it. Congratulations on becoming world champion. I know it means so much to you. And I also know that you'll be dying for a proper one-on-one match. I am too. Absolutely. That match will come. I'm sure of it. G, it has been that one singles match that the two of us had many years ago that sparked just about everything. It gave me all the ammunition I needed to go against a bunch of loud-mouthed assholes back in the other company, which eventually sparked what was gonna be that company versus WWO, which is sparked what we have here today. That started with you and me, Mr. G. And I'm glad it has happened the way it has happened. I'm not happy with everything that has happened since, but I'm glad to be here. And I know, G, I know that you are waiting for a chance to face me one-on-one once more, to see who really is the best out of the two of us. I'm dying to find out. I'm afraid our match is gonna have to wait. Because yes, I am spread pretty thin. The entire syndicate is spread pretty thin. Because while we are facing the outcasts, with Jeremy, no longer world champion Jeremy, they're still holding titles. They still have the women's champion, and that just doesn't sit well with me. So yes, that is something we need to fix. Then there's the Caribbean Connection. And while Taco also failed to become world champion at Battle Cage, I know Cuba's Finest are still left to Johnny and myself for those tag titles. We're not just gonna hand them over to them. But at the same time, there is Quattro Loco. And yes, Quattro, we have quite a bit of history dating all the way back to Europe. It took you a little bit longer to get into the States than it did for me. But you're here. You're North American champion. And you've been pretty dominant in your reign so far. But here's the thing, Quattro. I've lost a lot of respect for you and every single man in that Caribbean Connection of yours. And I don't care if it's going to be Kyle, or Johnny, or someone else. But that North American title is going to come to the Syndicate whether you like it or not. Which brings me to the last faction, which has been a thorn on my side. Chim. You and your dojo of wannabe ninjas, well, Kyle and I have showed them we can kick their asses every single day of the week and twice on Sunday. Kobayashi, while walloping quite a punch, was no match for a claimer to the side of his head. Just saying. And I know, Chim, that you're not gonna hand over everything just like that. You want power. You want to have control over WWO, you want to have it with those ninjas, and you know that one of the greatest ways to get control is by becoming tag team champions with them. But again, Johnny and I aren't just going to roll over. So yes, I have ambitions for this year. I absolutely have great ambitions for the entire syndicate. But you know, we started this year off strong. Not as strong as I would have liked. But the fact of the matter is that we made sure that there is no longer a world champion in any of these factions. And now everything is open for any faction willing to step in and take it. So let me put a warning out to Quattro, Jeremy, Chim, whatever the hell Scully's planning. That power spot belongs to the Syndicate. And the power spot belongs to me. Kyle, Johnny, they're ready to fight. Cassidy is ready to bring it her all. And we're not done growing. That's a promise. Now for each and every single one of you out here tonight, I wish you a wonderful show. There is so much in store for tonight. But in the meantime, I'm gonna celebrate beating his brother.
Flash, loud roars, heroes rise on the floor. Legends made in pain, wrestling hearts in the game. Masks and capes, they fly beneath the stadium sky. Grappling for the gold, stories of glory told. In the WWO Zone, battle the zone. Champions raise the ring. Fans they cheer, they sing. Every slam echoes loud in the arms of the crowd. Bodies collide, ignite. Fighters strong, they unite. Feel the rush, the heat. Every match a wild feat. Sweat and steel collide. Glory true, they won't hide. Backflips, punches, screams. Living out their wild dreams. Characters brave or mean. Stories on the grand screen.
Wait a minute, what are you doing here? Freakazoid, I mean Marvin Dallas. Where's McDaniel McMuffin, whatever his name is today? What
Mr. Jack Helco is helping Jeremy prepare because apparently Jeremy's suffering from a little bit of a headache since Battle Cage. You know, he does have a match later on tonight. So I've been kind enough to step in, considering the headache is a little bit my fault, you know. So I'm nice like that. I'm here to step in for Jack.
All right, well, we have the leader of the syndicate here. And I gotta say, congratulations on eliminating the world champion at Battle Cage. Something that I'm sure, even though Mr. G got it at the end, but Marvin Dallas, you done the impossible. You took out the champion. And that's a big thing. And I'm sure the whole Helco family isn't going to like that, or the Outcast. But we have...
Quite frankly, I don't care. I do not care, Scully. They can be pissed off all they want. Let them. I'll deal with it.
Well, let me ask you this too, real quick. What is the situation in this syndicate? Because I am a broadcast journalist. They're still working on the damn studio here. And I keep telling them
for sure. Yeah,
see,
absolutely.
what's all these renovations that I keep seeing going on here? You wouldn't have a hand in that, would you?
Not at the moment. Like this is Jack's show, you know. He's probably, I don't know, trying to get rid of tripping hazards since Jeremy's confidence is all down the drain at this point. Probably can't even walk to the ring straight.
Yeah.
But again, I digress. We'll see how he loses to Shock Jindrak later tonight when he gets kicked in the head again. But yeah, the syndicate. The syndicate. We are.
Let me. Yeah. I am, like I said, I am a broadcast journalist, and I tells it like it is. You know, I would have won the presidency here in the States, but they knew if I would have ran, I would have won, but they didn't let me. I think that was another Helco McMuffin, whatever his name is, scheme. But
yeah,
I gotta.
That's definitely the issue. Yeah.
I gotta ask you this question. I noticed you brung Kyle Merriman into the fold, and I see a little Johnny kind of, you know, not in him and Cassidy kind of not in the terms of liking the situation.
Okay, I see what you're getting at. All right, I know Johnny is not the biggest fan of Kyle. But as you've heard from what I've been saying before, we are spread thin. We have the Outcast, we have the Dojo, we have the Caribbean Connection, and we need more members. And Kyle is loyal, which is what I told Johnny. Kyle has my back, and I know if I tell Kyle something to do something, he's gonna do it. So they're gonna be fine. Johnny is still fairly new here stateside, and in the short time he's been here, he's had some really good success. And he knows I have a plan, and he's going to trust me. So as long as both of them follow my lead, the syndicate is going to be fine.
Damn it.
Okay. So, I heard what Phoenix had to say. I did. And I don't know what he was getting at. He said that I didn't amount to anything. I took the goddamn international title belt off him. I don't know what he's saying. I beat him at Wrestle Clash. If I didn't amount to anything, what the hell did he do? He's being delusional.
Yeah,
And he's in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, he right now. Thank you, Ralphus. You could have told me my headset was on when I was asking him the question. You know that? No, don't play with the controls. Go see what they're doing back there. If they're tacking down the carpets, tell them to fix my locker room and get rid of that toilet that's in there. Every time I come here, my office is a toilet. All right. Wait a minute. Marvin, guys, let's go to ringside. We have Mr. G. Looks like he's just pushed people out of the gorilla position. He's coming down.
New world champion.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, WWO fans. I appreciate this. Thank you. All right, I got something to say. One, I'm really banged up from Winter War, as you can tell. But I'm a champion. And I could have done it without all of you. Appreciate it. All right. So now, I was thinking about my past here in WWO and other promotions. I always wanted an opportunity just like this. Something I wanted to do is to help out, to be part of something big. And tonight, this is something for anybody in the back. I'm gonna defend this belt, this championship belt, every week. Because that's something I like to do. Because it's always about giving opportunity for new talent. And you know what? This starts tonight. What do you think? Right? So anybody out there in the back who wants a match with the champ, just remember, this is not going to be very easy.
Mr. G, Cajun's here. I heard what you just said, and I just want to say one thing to you. You know, a long time ago, in a place far away, we had us a match. And your boy came out on top of that match. And I know, when you look back on your career, you sit back and you think about that match constantly. Because it's that nice little blemish on that pretty little record. And you know, We've ran into each other in other feds, here and there. But you never had anything that I wanted that made me want to give you that chance to rectify that record. Well, boy, I'd say right now you got something I want. A nice little title on your waist. Cajun wants it. So I tell you what, boy, let's do this. Put that title on the line. I'll put my record of never being pinned in WWO and never losing to you ever on the line. You can fix all of that, boy. Put the belt on the line, but just know, at the end, when it's all said and done, you're gonna have 2 marks next to your name, and they're gonna say Cajun, and they're gonna haunt you the rest of your life. And when you see me every week holding up your belt, you're gonna be knowing I'm better than you, and you can't do anything about it. So go back to the lab, grow a pair, and come back and see me, and let's do this, huh? Let's have this match so I can kick your ass again. There's a bon ton roulé. Oh yeah. Viva la raza? No, G. Viva la cage.
When the lights go dim and the crowd's gone home, his shadow still.
Are you done? Man, that was so boring. What'd you say? I don't know. But anyway, I guess it's you who wants a match against me. You got it. Tonight. Let's go.
You're hot now.
Well, damn. If anyone were going to have open challenges, I wouldn't be stuck here on commentary. I would have been out there in the ring.
Yeah,
Damn it.
yeah, that's your own fault for actually agreeing to come here. That's what happens when you listen to the board. And speaking of which, did you know that Rupert has a little brother as part of the board?
No.
He's a little board. Look, see, he's a little brother. He's a little board. That's part of that's just a smaller. That's a small office of the board. You can tell he's pretty stiff.
He is now, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's not as easy as
Funny.
Jack. Yeah, he's not as easy as Jack. We'll have to work on that freakazoid sense of humor. What a promo! What an opening! You had words to say, sir, and then during the intro, you made your way here. We saw Mr. G throw that open challenge. Cajun, who's still relatively new and got a couple wins under his belt, is coming here to now challenges the champion. I'm surprised.
He's shooting a shot.
Yeah.
He's shooting a shot, and I can respect that. So, good luck out there, Cajun. Good luck out there, Mr. G. I'm curious to see who's going to come out on top.
Now, here's the thing. If Mr. G manages to retain that championship, this ongoing open challenge is going to keep going. So are we going to see any of the syndicate members jump in and on the bandwagon here?
Well, I know that Johnny and I are scheduled to defend our belts next week, so not next week. But if Miss G is going to hold on to the belt long enough, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, with that, everybody, we're going to our first match. Let's head down to ringside.
Let's go.
All right. Madison Hart. She sure doesn't look Canadian, does she?
I think there are more families called Hart than that family, but we'll see if she has any technical wrestling ability like that family does.
Question is, who is going to be her opponents?
You didn't look at the run sheet?
I didn't get one. Ralph fast.
Well, she's facing Sister Quinn.
Oh, the former WWO World Women's Tag Team Champion.
Former indeed, of course, lost the belts to Chim and Ninja Shade.
Does that mean that the dojo has one over on the Outcast now?
Yes. I mean, whether the Outcast agrees with it or not, the record books are saying something, and it's the Ninjas beat Jocelyn and Quinn.
And also with your situation too, the Outcast got one over on the, the Syndicate got one over on the Outcast because you took out the world champion.
Yeah, seems like the Outcasts are being mainly outcasts in the winning columns. At least when it comes to Winter War, they did not have a good night.
Yeah, I'm sure I know about those things. I had a slamming stream where things didn't go my way, at that moment, Mr. Anonymous.
Well, yeah, you know, every time you call me a freakazoid, I just think back at that night and I'm A-okay with it.
I will say this, that I'm impressed, and I don't say that lightly. I am impressed with the crackpot. I mean the jackpot Johnny. I give it to him.
Yeah, I mean, you do like to talk trash a lot, so just be careful. I'm just a feet away from you tonight.
Speaking about, thankfully she's a few feet away from me tonight. Sister Quinn with those crazy eyes. She is still the WWO Women's Champion too. I should have said that.
Yeah. I mean, the belt speaks for itself, right? Sister Quinn has been a very dominant champion. I think the longest reigning champion at this point, or at least getting very close to it.
Yes, I think she's getting close to it. Jocelyn is the longest, followed by Chim Kicks, the first women's world champion.
A lot of history between all those three women. Sister Quinn now just wants to pick up another victory here against Madison.
Well, it's nice technical wrestling. I don't usually see that from Sister Quinn.
Well, perhaps trying something new. Of course, Madison is not too experienced here in WWO. Definitely a showcase match for her here tonight.
Yeah, I gotta say,
obviously, we didn't hear that the title is on the line, so I'm assuming it's not. But if Madison was able to pick up a victory here tonight, we can assume that she's going to be next in line.
Absolutely. Look at this. Another technical move. I love the camera angles. Really good work there with the camera angles.
Madison trying to fight back after all the submission holds.
But notice, Sister Quinn did not hold on to those submission moves. She kind of let them go.
Yeah, like you said, Sister Quinn is not really known for her technical mastery. So going for the submissions is truly just about bringing down a little bit of punishment while, I want to say resting, but the match hasn't been going on too long. So perhaps trying to feel out what Madison's going to do when put in a position like that.
That leg drop.
Quinn very confident in this match so far.
Yeah, Madison's had her moves in, but this has mostly been all Sister Quinn.
Yeah, whatever Madison has been doing hasn't really seemed to affect Sister Quinn in that regard, so she's clotheslined to the outside.
I wonder if her Uncle Brett is upset.
Again, I do not think they're related, but never know.
There's so many hearts, you never know.
It's hard to tell, huh?
Yeah, you never know. Those Canadians multiply.
I haven't seen Kyle multiply yet, but I think one's enough.
Oh, haven't you been to the hen house? Got him.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Had to get him with something. He's a tough cookie to crack here, you know. I usually break up McDaniel, McMuffin, McHelko, whatever, quickly.
Most likely within the first 2 minutes. Quinn just taunting Madison at this point. It's a little bit too long.
Yeah, Madison tried to pick up Quinn, didn't have the energy. Ooh.
Dodges out of the way just in the nick of time. Went to go for the clothesline, but gets picked up by Quinn. Tossed down with a beautiful slam before Quinn just going to town.
Whoa. You think Quinn is really upset since losing the tag titles? Yeah, she is still the WWO Women's World Champion. But that was one of those things where she could say she was a double champion.
I mean, Sister Quinn kind of seems like the godmother of the Outcast, so it's not just losing the tag belts for it, it's also losing the world title, courtesy of yours truly. That's probably bugging her as well.
Yeah, you're definitely going to milk that for whatever it's worth, and the Madman he is here tonight, or Helco, whichever version.
Absolutely. I mean, do you really think it's a coincidence that I'm starting the show on Jack's show on Zone? Of course not.
Is that why he's not here?
I do not actually have anything to do with that, but it's a nice coincidence.
Oh, Madison.
Running straight into those boots, that's gonna hurt. Now these two women just fighting back and forth. Seems like Madison is going to take control after this. Headbutt by Sister Quinn.
And Sister Quinn's not all there, so she loves those headbutts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Madison thrown into the corner turnbuckle again. Here comes another charge. I'm guessing no.
Just taunting again. Like I said, Sister Quinn very confident. Despite the lack of momentum on their side at this point.
Uh-oh. Oh, Madison's lucky. We would have seen this.
Jawbreaker by Madison just almost turned everything around, but nailed with that pile driver.
A spike pile driver. Beautifully done. Uh-oh. Now Quinn is going to finish her off.
Beautiful switching net breaker.
Yep.
And Sister Quinn gets the pin here tonight. Let's face it, gonna be a bit objective here. Sister Quinn did really need the victory here tonight. Like I said, Outcast did not have a great night at Winter War, so they need the momentum. And they actually have a pretty good chance of building the momentum with 3 matches here tonight for the Outcast. Sister Quinn, first to win. Jocelyn and Jeremy at their match later on tonight.
Yep, correct. Each member of the syndicate, well, the main people, are here tonight, and you hit it on the head. It is the former world champion, Jeremy the Madman and Jeremy Herco. We don't know which one until they come out. We just see Sister Quinn, and the Demoness will be out later on tonight, so... The women's world champion.
So weird. Everything about her is just insane.
Well, do you expect anything different from the Outcast?
I mean, for everything that I've been able to figure out when it comes to the Outcast, when it comes to Jeremy, Sister Quinn has been an enigma.
Yes, she has. Welcome back to WWO Zone here in the commentary booth. What a night. It's kind of weird. You know, here we have Marvin Dallas from the Syndicate here. we see the Outcast, and your guy, Kyle Merriman, is going to be also on tonight. So we're going to see a couple more people down there. We're going to see the Demoness. We will see now a booked match for the World Heavyweight Championship, Mr. G versus Cajun. And Jeremy the Madman Helco, whichever one he wants to be, will be here. And like you said, I'm thinking maybe his brother is backstage kind of incorporating a few things because the Outcasts really took a beating at Winter War. So,
look, I also got to be honest. While I'm absolutely going to ride the coattails of being the one to pin Jeremy for the very first time here in WWO, probably going to mention it a few more times tonight. We didn't get a lot of victories either at Winter War. So, like I said, Sister Quinn needed that win to build some momentum. Kyle will also need that win to build momentum for us. But yeah, at least we didn't lose any titles at Winter War.
and with that, we're going to go hear from Kyle Merriman, and then we're going to go down to his match. So here we are.
Oh, wonderful.
We just saw an Outcast match. Now we're going to see a Syndicate match. By the way, where is Johnny and Allison? I didn't see them pull up with you. I just saw you and the Canadian psychopath come in.
Not needed tonight. I mean, we're still on enemy territory with this being Jack's show, so I'm not going to take any chances. Johnny's preparing for next week's title defense. You haven't told me who we're facing yet, but I don't care. We'll beat them anyway. And Cassidy is just training, making sure that she's going to be the one to take the belt of Quinn.
Yeah, there's a couple of names that I'm sure. Hold on. Let me see here. I know here is... Wait a minute. Why do I need this when I got this damn thing here? Let's see here. You got the Reapers or the... You got Reapers, you got Cuba's Finest, you have...
Beat them.
You have, obviously, Dangerously Crazy.
Beat them as well.
Ding dongs!
Don't you fucking dare. They do not belong in a ring with the Syndicate.
We will talk about this later, but let's go. The Kyle Merriman's match. Ding ding. The bells goes ringing.
Don't you dare.
WWO faithful, to the Syndicate, and yes, to my amazing, loving, supportive WWO fans. I want to say, with all my heart, thank you for having faith and believing in me when, honestly, I didn't really have too much faith or belief in myself. You know, second chances are very rare, and I've been blessed, I know I have, with a second chance. Upon much reflection and thought, every single time I walk to that ring to face my opponent, my face says it all, and my heart is absolutely filled with the pride of my great North. So, I believe it's time. Yes. I believe it's time that I come in like the Great Northern Hammer and bang, that I take control. The night those lights go red, a powerful storm is going to engulf you to Billy Gore and BMX. Be prepared to batten down the hatches as the roar and the blows of the storm is going to write a new testament
Yep.
Big
There we go. We have
words.
a fired up Carl. Yeah, absolutely. There he is, the man of the hour.
You think he's the cock of the walk?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, of course, we have Sister Quinn, and we have Jocelyn, and we have Jeremy, and we have all these outcast people. They do not matter. This is the match you want to watch tonight. This is Syndicate.
Yeah, he is Kyle Merriman. He is a former WWO World Tag Team Champion with yourself.
Absolutely. Now, that reign wasn't particularly long, but we did manage to run the entire gauntlet in the tournament to become tag team champions.
Colonel Chase Hunter making his return to WWO Zone. We haven't seen him in a while.
Hunter hunting for a victory because I don't really think he had a very good track record last time he was here.
Yeah, it's USA versus Canada. So
I would sing the Canadian anthem, but one, I'm not going to do that to any of our viewers, and two, I would not go further than "Oh Canada," just like anyone else in the world.
well, we did see Madison Hart come out earlier, and you keep saying she's not related to a certain Brett. So a certain Hitman or Anvil.
I don't think she is, no. No.
I gotta say, these guys kind of match up in build and size.
Very true. Very true indeed. Kyle's gonna win, though. I'm sure of it. I'm confident in his training. He got this.
I think Hunter's got like a hair bigger because his little buzz cut is a little higher than Kyle's bald head.
Yeah. Fighting back and forth. Now the idea is to block his strikes. Kyle, come on. We've gone through this.
Hey. Anytime
Aren't
you
you,
can,
Chase?
anytime you can absorb some punishment and show your opponent it doesn't affect you, it's a good thing. Okay, what were you doing, Kyle? What are you doing, Kyle?
Just getting a jawbreaker. That's not the plan. Drop kick to the knee. This is not going as planned.
I think you're gonna have to. Well, Kyle is a little still ring rust from that time he took off from WWO. And
Well, I'm gonna have to be strict to our guys. Chase has been around here as well, so that should cancel each other out. Kyle had a match at Winter War. He was fighting for the hardcore title. Perhaps he's a bit banged up from that, but he's fighting back though. Can't complain too much. He's fighting back.
yeah, I'll give it to Kyle Merriman. He was known as the Canadian psychopath in another organization because of his wild, like all of a sudden outbursts to start doing stuff. Now here in
He's gotten a little bit more sane, but you know, he's had some good company. Let's keep it at that.
he just drop kicked the air.
Well, the air that's coming.
Yeah, bad air. There you go.
Neck breaker by Chase.
I'm sure that hopefully, I'm sure somewhere, because they can't see this remotely, Alice and Cassidy and Johnny are going to be watching this match. Hopefully Kyle can get in here because it looks like he's not doing too well.
Kyle with the reversal. Huge lariat.
Beautiful move. I'll give him
So
that.
going into the cover. Only a one. Chase still chasing victories.
I'll go chasing waterfalls. There you go.
And that's a different kind of DLC.
Exactly. Nice move. Chase was hitting him in the back. Oh, Kyle, don't hit the referee. You'll get disqualified.
Such a beautiful chance of building momentum only to run into the ref. We need to work on his
Ring awareness.
representation. Yeah, ring awareness as well. Absolutely.
And knowing when it's the... I think he needs glasses because he's constantly missing. Snake eyes.
Bouncing off the top of the turnbuckle, but fighting back instantly.
Oh, he missed that punch there.
I mean, I know he came off that hardcore match, and there were some tables involved. I'm not sure if he got any splinters in his eyes, but we're gonna have to check that out.
Colonel Chase Hunter is really fired up here. Beautiful tuxedo.
Flying clothesline. Yep. Kyle dodging out of the way.
There you go.
Repeated elbow strikes to the head, knocking Chase out. Neckbreaker.
Oh no.
It's
Quack.
the chicken dance.
Quack. Squawk. Squawk.
Don't cock this up.
Yeah, I see that. There you go.
Senton.
He's gonna take the Hunter. He's gonna take him to the hen house. Yeah, maybe that's a gimmick. You can have Kyle come with a live chicken to ringside.
I am not going to pay for livestock. That's not in the syndicate's budget.
You can maybe charge the outcast. No, wait, because then they'll come back down to me. Never mind. Oh, Kyle, you waited too long.
That was a beautiful attempt, but Chase getting out of the way just in time. Send into the ropes.
Sharpshooter. No. Surfboard.
Stretch. Head slammed into the mat. That's never comfortable.
Nope.
Chase
And
now going for the cover.
like you said, Kyle came off that very strong hardcore match at Winter War. He's still banged up from it.
Seems like Kyle has been busted open.
Yeah, I see that. It looks like it.
Dropkick by Kyle. Now sending Chase into the corner.
Not again.
One thing that Kyle has been working on is those elbow strikes.
Oh.
Misses the first moonsault, hits the second.
Oh, he landed on his feet, followed it up. Very good deal, Kyle. Very good.
That ring awareness is in there somewhere.
He's going to need a little bit more seasoning.
Absolutely. That's why I brought him back into the fold. He's going to need some coaching, but we're here to help him out.
Maybe he needs to learn some techniques from Johnny.
Considering Johnny likes to take to the ropes, just like Kyle does, that's absolutely a fair point. Can't believe I just said that to you, Scully. You actually had a fair point.
All right, there you go, another cock of the walk. Well, you can definitely have the communication skills or promo skills of Allison Cassidy. So here we go.
Beautiful moonsault, going for the cover.
One, two.
Two.
Oh, that was close.
Chase kicking out just in the nick of time. This match is still going on.
Good match for Kyle. This is a good one-on-one match.
Swinging neck breaker. We just saw that of Sister Quinn, which also won the match.
Kyle won it.
Very well. And Kyle won it with Sister Quinn's move on Zone. Gotta love that.
Oh, that's not going to go over well.
Now, where the hell is his music playing? I know. I mean, is Jack really this petty? Is he just not gonna play Kyle's music because he doesn't?
It looks like it.
I expected more of Jack. Like, I mean, this is just petty.
I like this. Flip over onto the ropes. Duck on the clothesline. Hit Kyle with a clothesline. Very good back and forth moves here. Kyle made a bunch of mistakes, but at least he's got the win out of here. Makes you probably a happy man. But Colonel...
Absolutely, but we're gonna have to work on those hiccups.
Yep.
You know, it's okay to make mistakes, but you're gonna have to learn from them.
Yep, Colonel Chase Hunter gave Kyle a good match here, and Kyle missing with that first moonsault, but landed on his feet and hit him with the second one.
Yeah, it was a good recovery from Kyle. Absolutely.
Quack, 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 quack. There you go. There we go. Beautiful
Getting a
moonsault.
moonsault. I thought the moonsault was gonna be the ender, but Jay's able to kick out just in time.
Yeah. Well, at least everybody's
Double-
roostering for him. I mean, rooting for him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now that double underhook, swinging neck breaker, that's 1-2 matches here tonight, which is surprising.
Yeah. Very good match from Kyle Merriman. Surprising. He did a little hiccups, bumped into the referee, but he pulled it out.
You won the match.
Yep.
One in the win column for the Syndicate.
Now, right now, we do have Sister Quinn winning her singles match. We have Kyle Merriman winning his match. We still have the Demoness, and we have the former WWO World Champion coming on after this, in fact. It is going to be a busy night.
Scully, I need to interrupt here. It's not just the former world champion, Jeremy the Madman. It is the former world champion, Jeremy the Madman. He was a champion, then he went to the battle cage, and now he's no longer a champion because of you know who.
Yep. And here's the thing. We're not going to keep dwelling on this, folks. I know this guy will.
I will.
Yeah. You know, the Madman has faced many competition throughout his reign as the World Heavyweight Champion. From the former champion Shane Black to the King LG to many, many opponents. But they never got the pin except for this man who got the pin on him.
Like I told him years ago, I got his number, I know what makes him tick, and I beat him. Like I promised. Finally happened.
Well, at least you're shifting away from me now. You're shifting to someplace better.
I don't like kicking people when they're down. At least not for long.
There's
I
a shot in there somewhere, but I don't remember.
there's no organization to really go after at this point, is there?
Nope. At this point, we are done, and I have taken a step back, kind of evaluating everything. The Hellbilly's now on his own. LG, he's no longer the king. He's on his own. You know, the Reapers and Jocelyn and Wade, you know, the Benedict Boneheads have gone to the Outcasts, and we haven't really heard or seen anything. You know, while the organization goes, the Syndicate grows, the Outcast grows, and the dojo grows. So,
Especially Kobayashi.
well, he doesn't grow up. He grows out in different directions. He's the kaiju of the dojo, so. But
That's true.
here's the part of the show you probably want to listen to. Written up next will be the former champion Jeremy the Madman in action, but he had some words to say. Let's go to ringside.
Can't wait to hear what he has to say.
to say Winter War did not go my way is an understatement. There was a distraction, and that distraction's name was OSU Phoenix. But I'm not going to blame him for my shortcomings. No, I have to blame me. Now, let's take a walk down memory lane, WWO faithful. If you remember, I have always said that championships do not mean a damn to me, and they still don't. They are only trinkets. But Mr. G, you will dance with the devil again, and the outcome will be me with the 1, 2, 3. But enough about that. I will save more of that for later. Tonight I face somebody from WWO Europe, Jacques Gindrag. Now, Jacques, I feel really, really sorry for you because I might not look it, but I am really pissed off. So, Jacques, unfortunately, you get to feel my wrath. Because tonight, prepared for your ass to be whooped. I will have no mercy. Jacques Gindrag, welcome to my playground.
Did you hear that, Scully?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
He doesn't seem all there.
I mean, if anything, Jeremy should be super happy with me. Because there was a distraction in Battle Cage. And I took care of that distraction when I kicked OSU Phoenix to the curb. Right before I did the same thing to him.
Yeah, you know what? You made an excellent point there. I forgot about that. You got rid of the former showman and former tag team partner of yours.
Like I said, I'm just glad to have Phoenix in the past, where he belongs. I'm gonna do the same with Jeremy.
Speaking about the outcast.
Speaking of devil.
Oh, that's a serious face. That's not the same face as before.
Something seems different about him tonight.
Well, he seems lighter.
Absolutely. But I can't really place it. There's something missing. Do you know what's missing, Scully?
Yes, but I'm not saying it. I'm going to let you reiterate. I'm going to let you say it.
I think he's missing a belt. Just a belt. That's all. He's missing a belt.
Oh, and his face is really serious. He's not... Normally he's laughing. He's a little bit more active, but now he's like stalking his way to the ring.
Well, I'm gonna have one tip for Jeremy. Jacques is really great at kicking. And he's quite tall, and he's going to be able to kick you in the head quite easily. And we all know that that is a little bit of a weakness from you, considering what happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And the thing is, folks, it's been 2 weeks since Winter War. A lot of these people have had injuries, but they actually signed to compete tonight. So, Kyle Merriman, Sister Quinn, and now the Madman.
By the way, I do want to say something to the people watching here tonight or listening to the broadcast. I would like to apologize for being insufferable, but I really can't. I'm enjoying this way too much. Now we're gonna see Jacques continuing what I started. Beautiful moonsault off the second rope.
Now, Jacques, he comes from WWO Europe. Did you kind of have a little words of wisdom with him, passed on a few things?
I haven't really had the chance, to be honest. I mean, Jacques and I, we have a very professional relationship. I book him in the matches, he shows up, he shows out, that's it. What the hell?
What the?
He's truly lost it.
Well, Jacques, referee's now up. Referee's
that's a disqualification, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, Jeremy's already lost.
Apparently, the referee is letting it go. He's
This
afraid.
dude is paid off by Jack. Come on. I'm gonna have a word with Rupert about this. This is ridiculous. First the music, now attacking the ref and not getting disqualified. This is... Nah. This is almost as bad as you with the organization, Scully.
Me? I've always been a straight line. I always followed the rules.
Oh, sure you have. Sure you have. There you go, Jacques.
Oh, there's that patented clothesline, short clothesline.
Left temple. That's where he gets kicked in the head. That's his weak point. Jacques moving back to the ring. At least I thought he was. This is weird.
What is he?
I have no idea.
Another stiff clothesline.
Almost seems like I knocked the knowledge of a lot of moves out of his head. Oof, short spear.
The Madman is not rushing in. He's taking his time, but that's costing him too.
Fighting back.
Oh!
Full roll up.
Small
Marv.
package. Small package there, but that was a slow count, Marvin Dallas.
Absolutely. This is such a weird night for me because I'm starting to agree with you more and more, Scully. This is weird.
It's about time we bond a little bit.
Well, you know, common enemies and all that. That was a beautiful handset kick, by the way, from Jacques. A kick to the head and Jeremy actually kicked out. I'm impressed.
Beautiful. Another moonsault. I guess the moonsaults are being the thing tonight. Oh.
Picking him up. Sit up power slam.
Oh, don't showboat, kid. The Madman is not one you want to showboat to.
Sure you can. All you have to do is kick him in the head and you win.
Another stiff clothesline.
Jacques fighting back again.
What are we going to see here? Reverse Russian leg sweep.
Targeting the arm, trapping it behind the back.
Dropping several knees on Jacques Jinjak.
Trying to get the air out of the lungs with those knee strikes.
Over the top clothesline. Now, Dallas, I don't know how well you are in your wrestling knowledge, but back in the 80s, if you would have thrown someone over the top rope in the old NWA World Championship Wrestling days, that would have been a disqualification. But here, the referee's letting everything go. Oh!
Well, you know, you talk about the NWA. That's the same company that had Tyrus as world champion at some point. So, you know, I don't really think you should follow that.
That's a good... You're right.
It doesn't come well with the times, you know?
Well, we're talking about the times of Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes. Oh, the magical portal. I don't know if you know about that magical portal, but if you throw someone in there, they have a tendency of bouncing magically back over. Is he going to do it again? Nope.
Well, you know, I don't really try to throw people into the crowd that often. So, yeah.
Oh, his face is hitting that stairs.
That is nasty. Just his face being slammed into the corner of the steel steps.
It's a referee counting. Oh, now he is.
Slowly. I mean, a couple of months ago when your former protege told the world who Jack Helco is, I had a conversation with Rupert about making sure that things are going fair. Things are not going fair on Zone. Like, the referee's letting a lot of things slide when it comes to Jeremy.
Well, it looks like Jacques is getting a good run here. He's threw the Madman in, misses a punch. Both miss a punch. Now a block. Another stiff clothesline.
The short arc globe slime is definitely being the go-to for Jeremy here tonight.
And the moonsaults.
Top rope. Oof, yeah. We don't see Jeremy go to the top rope too often.
Uh-oh. Are we going to see Sister Quinn? Yes.
It's going to be it, isn't it?
Yep.
God damn it, you ruined my beautiful streak of Jeremy losing, Jacques. Funny how the music is actually working on the victory.
Yes, for the Madman. Notice.
I think I'm going to have to give Rupert a call after we go off tonight.
Yeah, I gotta say, though, it was a very good attempt by Jacques Jindrak from WWO Europe. He put on one hell of a performance and gave the Madman a good run. But again, the Madman got the win at the end. Beautiful moonsault. I guess, Marvin Dallas, it's the night of the moonsaults.
Yeah, almost like it's a full moon. A full moon salt.
No, it's usually a full moon salt. It's a full moon when I'm usually trying to pull up my pants in front of everybody.
I do not need to see that.
You're not going to see it anyway.
Good. Another thing we're agreeing on.
All right. Look at camera work and everything. There's the Madman. Jeremy Helco.
GG, Jeremy. Well done. You remembered how to win. Congratulations.
Are those pity claps? I was going to say pity paps. Pity claps.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw the former WWO World Champion Jeremy Helco getting a win over his match. We saw earlier in the night, we saw Sister Quinn, the current WWO Women's Champion, former WWO Women's Tag Team Champion. She got her win over Madison Hart. Kyle got his win over Colonel Chase Hunter, so that's a nod to the Syndicate. And we have two more matches, Marvin Dallas. We do have, and yes, it is Marvin Dallas, not Jack Helco. So, tonight joining me here. So
I mean, I kind of wondering what's happening to Jack. Like, is he backstage talking to Jocelyn or anything at this point? Because Jeremy's had his match now. I expected him to be back, but no idea where Jack Elko is. Not that
well,
I particularly care.
well, you're here, and that's one of the things here. We're gonna go finish up this night. We still have the Demoness in a match, and we know the main event is for the WWO World Heavyweight Championship. It is Mr. G taking on the Raging Cajun himself. So let's go down to the Demoness and see how she copes with tonight's festivities.
I guess.
You know, I would like to see Allison Cassidy against the Demoness.
She's ready. I know she is. I know Jim doesn't think Cassidy is ready for a lot, but I mainly think Jim is a little bit scared.
Well, Allison Cassidy is a former WWO Women of Wrestling champion. Jim is currently now a double title holder.
Absolute disgrace. Abuse of power on Women of Wrestling as well.
Yeah, speaking of, you say of lighter weight. The Demoness also without the gold, courtesy of the dojo as well. And that's going to be hell trying to keep them two together on Women of Wrestling without destroying one another.
Good luck with that. I'm not going to touch that.
I always liked the Demoness's tight pants. They fit so well on her.
Now I know Jack is not here, but stop it.
I can't even go. See, he doesn't let me get a little bit over. No matter how different is, the Demoness is still a lovely lady. What the? Oh,
Ali Faye.
that. Wait a minute. That music isn't Ali Faye's. That music
Again,
is
just abuse of power here on WWO Zone as well. It's ridiculous.
Ali Faye with a win recently in Women of Wrestling, starting to get a little bit more courage now to move forward. But that was the music of a former mother-daughter team that thankfully are not here.
Just mocking Ali Faye because she's facing Jocelyn. That's the type of things that Jack's pulling off here tonight.
Oh, hold on, Ali.
Ali trying to fight for control. Roll up. This is gonna be over.
I don't think so.
Thought Ali was gonna steal it here tonight.
I know the Demoness. The Demoness is not going to just let a simple roll-up get her down.
Well, you know, she's clearly suffering from the beating she took by the hands of the dojo at Winter War, so...
All right. Ali Faye has stepped it up a bit on Women of Wrestling. I was there with the Chimster. And
Jocelyn will find him back.
Demoness will surprise you. She does have that surprising power. She is a brawler.
Yeah, I've had the displeasure of being across from the Demoness a few times. Not in any official capacity, but, you know, organization and network, organization and syndicate. There's plenty of history there.
Absolutely. Oh, beautiful camera angle again. Camera's was right up on the ring apron.
That was a beautiful kick attempt from Jocelyn as well, but Ali Faye able to duck it and take control.
I noticed the talent are getting a little bit. Are trying to get a little bit off the over on the syndicate, or should I say, even for everybody? Because I'm seeing more of the talent, elder talent, fighting back quickly.
Well, Ali Faye definitely seemed to have done her homework here tonight for her. Demoness, as the Demoness just hits her with the big boot.
Again, top rope. Are we going to see a moonsault from her? Nope. Flying elbow.
Just an elbow drop. Up. Go for the cover. Gets the 2. Ali Faye kicking out, still in this match.
Well, we've had a big match, big night so far. Your guy Kyle Merriman walking away with the win. Sister Quinn with a win. Jeremy, the Madman Jeremy Herrico with a win. And now we're up to the Demoness. And she's taking out her frustrations on Ali Faye, a Women of Wrestling standout. Whoa! I spoke too soon, Marvin Dallas. Russian leg sweep.
Ali Faye is not just giving this match away to the Demoness. Despite the Demoness experience, Ali Faye is fighting back pretty strongly here tonight.
And small package.
That was another pretty slow count, if you ask me. Don't think it would have been the 3 regardless, but it's the point that counts.
Armbar locked by Ali Faye. That's one of her finisher moves.
That's the Demoness gonna tap.
Beautiful.
I gotta have to admit, I don't think she will.
Beautiful camera angle at that spot. Whoa!
Ali Faye just running straight into the boot of Jocelyn.
Headbutt.
Just relentless punches to Ali Faye.
Oh, you can tell the Demoness is not happy. Another beautiful camera angle.
Despite the onslaught from the Demoness to Ali Faye still fighting back.
Clothesline by the Demoness.
Able to duck underneath what Ali Faye was attempting at that point.
Uh-oh.
In the corner. Reversed Alabama slam. That is a nasty landing.
Here we go. Are we going to see? Referee, her foot is on the bottom of the rope. Referee, did you see that?
This is getting absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what's going on here. This is such a ridiculous show tonight.
And you say I used to do bad things. Now you see it this way. Now you see I wasn't always bad.
Jack is worse.
Yeah, see, I am glad that somebody finally agrees with me.
Man, this is such a weird night. I'm sitting in the commentary next to you.
Yeah.
I'm looking at chicken wings in the ring.
I'm glad you said that and not me.
I'm looking at a show not hosted by you, but probably the most corrupt referees that I've seen in WWO so far. I'm actually agreeing with you.
It is a weird night. See, I'm glad he said that. It is. Woof. There it is. The Demoness. Despite her going away, I have the utmost respect for the Demoness.
I'm going deaf to certain country songs because for some reason I couldn't hear Carl's music.
You want me to?
Everyone else's music is playing. It's such a weird night.
It is, ladies and
weird night.
It is. What a night! And again, we have one more match, and like I said, you're seeing it. You're seeing it next to me. It is the leader of the syndicate, Marvin Dallas, co-holder of the WWO World Tag Team Championship. He's a two-time tag team champion. And let's just say it has been an insane night. See, I am glad
You missed a
are
couple of
saying.
accolades there.
Well,
You missed a couple of accolades.
yes,
Former international champion, the Star Maker, and the Jeremy Breaker. Come on, man.
Okay, well, you got it in there. Also, the former Anonymous, Freakazoid, stuff like that there. But, and I'm glad he pointed out how crooked the referees are on this show, because unlike my match where I was the referee for King LG and the Hellbilly, it called it right down the middle right there. So, and I'm glad this man agreed with me and the crooked referees here in Zone. No rebuttal.
I agree with a couple of things, but what?
Yeah.
Are you calling the match down the middle?
I did. Yes, I did. Oh. All right. We're coming down
Let's get to
to
ringside. Let's get to the main event. I'm done with tonight. Let's get this over with.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Here is our main event.
The World Heavyweight Championship.
Marvin Dallas for the first night of the new revelation of after Winter War. We're now on the road to Wrestle Clash, and for the first time, we're seeing the WWO with a new world champion. The new era of G has begun. Will it last?
Now, of course, our main event is Raging Cajun versus the world champion that is not Jeremy the Madman, but Mr. G. And Jeremy the Madman is not the world champion because someone kicked him in the head and pinned him 2 weeks ago.
Yep, and I'm not going to say whom. So we're just going to leave it at that. But there he is, Raging Cajun. Here he is. We saw him out earlier, Marvin Dallas.
Absolutely. Now, I do gotta say, Mr. G and I, we don't always agree with everything. We've had our differences, but there's one thing that has been a constant, and we've always had respect for each other. That's one thing. So, I'm quite happy that if it wasn't gonna be me in that battle cage match, that it was Mr. G who became world champion. And I truly mean that.
Well, let's do this. He is now, not only is he the WWO World Heavyweight Champion, but he is also the first ever Hall of Famer. He's been inducted into the Hall of Fame. So was Jocelyn, the Demoness. I didn't mention that before, but she is a first-time woman. She's the Hall of Famer now. So Mr. G carries that Hall of Famer tag and the top prize here in our organization, the WWO World Heavyweight Championship.
And just imagine what Cajun is going through right now. Like, he looked very confident in that segment we saw him in earlier, but this is Mr. G's first match as world champion. This is Mr. G's first singles match as Hall of Famer. There's so much pressure on Mr. G to perform tonight that Cajun is facing the best of Mr. G.
Raging Cajun. Reminds me a little bit of the Showman or the Phoenix.
I mean, if you're saying that, then he's obviously going to lose here tonight.
Well, I saw a big smirk on your face when they announced Mr. G as the world champion.
Absolutely. It is good to hear the World Heavyweight Champion without that despicable name right after it. So, yes, absolutely.
There it is. What's all about right here. Main event here at WWO Zone. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line in an open challenge match. Now, these two are familiar with each other. Whoa!
A lot of history dating back to way before WWO.
Mr.
As
G.
Adrian was alluding to.
Yeah, Mr. G opening it up with a pile driver. I'm surprised Cajun's still standing. Referee, get in there between them. Whoa.
Cajun with a sneak shot. Misses the springboard. Went for a springboard enziguri by the looks of things.
Well, at least you could say the referee's going to be a little bit neutral on this one because there's no syndicate, there's no outcast in this match.
Yeah, but I do kind of have to worry about Mr. J because he is the one that, won the belt that Jeremy had. I wanted to say to beat Jeremy, but that was someone else, though. Someone else beat Jeremy. But
A high knee in the corner. Mr. G known for his just stomping a mud hole. Look at that. Gave him the double fingers.
Cajun seems to struggle to get out of the gates here for this match tonight.
No, there he is. Cajun feeling a little corny.
Well, he's fighting back, but so far Mr. G has definitely been the one in control.
You don't want to get in this match like this with Mr. G. He'll still surprise you. Oh, look at that.
Oof. This just turned into a hockey match.
Mr. G, I think Cajun's a little bit a head taller than Mr. G, but again, you talk about the David and Goliath thing with LG. Mr. G is a total different animal.
Absolutely. Now, of course,
Oh.
bigger frame as well. Misses with the Duskus. Lands the punch though on the return. Did you saw that? Did you see that? Did you see the reaction Mr. G had? That is experience.
Uh-oh.
You saw Cajun move up to that rope to go for the springboard, and Mr. G actually waited to bounce back off the ropes. That was very clever.
He broke that momentum. Wait a minute. $1 Million Dream. The sleeper.
Locking in that submission on Mr. G. Now Mr. G is pretty close to the ropes.
Nope.
Doesn't need it though. He's fighting out of it.
All my time knowing this man, I have not seen Mr. G ever use the ropes. He's always fought back. Now he's using the ropes. Oh. Can this be Cajun's night? Can he beat the newly crowned WWO World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. G?
Like I said, this is the best version of Mr. G you're ever going to face. Fresh of becoming Hall of Famer, fresh of winning that world title. There's so much pressure on Mr. G to win here tonight. Because if you lose here, you would have done it all for nothing. So, you know Mr. G is going to give not 100%, not 110, but 150. And Cajun, still new here in WWO, probably did not pick the best moments to go after Mr. G tonight.
Big Superman punch.
Mr. G able to kick out after 2.
Cajun is setting him up. He smells the wind coming. No.
Mr. G with the reversal. Misses the punch. Cajun went training with Chim by the looks of things.
Well, he is known.
Mr. G able to kick out.
He is friends with the dojo.
Mr. G still fighting back though.
both of these guys also came from grueling matches. The G came from the Battle Cage where he became world champion. Cajun from that triple threat hardcore match. Well, Mr.
Cajun at the pre-show match against Rich.
There you go. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. It was Billy Gore, TMX, and Kyle. So, yes. Sorry. Which Billy Gore is now the hardcore champion.
Another fresh champion that we're not seeing here tonight. But we will see him soon.
Running knee to the corner.
Mr. G going to the top rope. Waiting for Cajun to get back up on his feet.
Double axe handle.
Slamming Cajun back down to the mat.
Uh-oh.
Setting up for that spear. Takes Cajun out. Rolls straight into the cover. Not wasting a single second. And gets the 1, 2, 3.
And still, your WWO World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. G, the Hall of Famer.
That is defense 1 down. And like you mentioned before, Mr. G starting this match off straight with a power driver. That is very unique to see straight out of the get-go.
Absolutely. I thought it was going to be over with just pile driver, but both guys went toe-to-toe, tooth and nail. At times it looked like Cajun could have had won the World Heavyweight Championship, Marvin Ellis, but as we'll see in a few minutes or in a couple of seconds, it will be Mr. G coming off.
Yeah, I gotta say, Cajun really showed what he's capable of. Like I said, beating Mr. G tonight was going to be a tall order for everyone. I'll even admit to that. Beating Mr. G tonight was going to be a tall order for me as well. And Cajun did bring the fight.
I might have to schedule you and Mr. G sometime down the road.
I am absolutely down for that. Now I do want to say, as a spear aficionado myself, that timing on the roll-up into the cover, very beautifully done.
Yep. There he is, Marvin Ellis. I see you're happy. A different world champion here on Zone.
Well, you know, the mission has always been to see wrestling healing, and when I would love to be world champion myself, I'm absolutely okay with someone like Mr. G being the one to represent this brand.
Well, what a long night that we had, but it was a great night. Sister Quinn getting her win. We saw Kyle Merriman getting his win. The cock of the walk still keeps ruling the roost. You're seeing former World Heavyweight Champion.
What did you say, Scully?
I said former World Heavyweight Champion. Do you need me to repeat that again? Maybe your headset's now recorded here.
Yeah, I think the headset is being a bit weird. Can you say it one more time?
The former WWO World Heavyweight Champion, Jeremy Halco, the Madman. We saw...
Former world champion. Yes, indeed.
We saw Jocelyn, the Demoness Havoc, win her match, another Hall of Famer. And speaking about Hall of Famers, we just saw it. Mr. G, WWO Hall of Famer, and WWO World Heavyweight Champion. And you can... The current and still World Heavyweight Champion, Marvin Dallas. I'm going to say this. It's a change to be on Zone with somebody else but Jack. Me and Jack have gone a long way since this pretty much putting this stuff together. There's been a little bit of alternatives, but I never thought I'd be sitting next to this man and him agreeing with part of the show with me. So, and at times, and I have to say too is that now that the organization's gone, I'm looking at different things and what I'm actually agreeing with you on the shenanigans. I'm glad somebody sees the shenanigans here on Zone. Live is always good. It's perfect. It's nothing going on. We're always right down the middle. And next week, you, sir, will be defending your tag titles. And I still haven't figured out which team here. Ding, ding. Right in the middle. Oh, yeah. It's one of these teams.
Now, I do actually wanna say something to the Halco family, because obviously normally Jack is sitting here, and the family is going through a very, very tough time at the moment. Of course, mourning the loss, mourning the loss, absolutely mourning that loss from 2 weeks ago. So yeah, my heart goes out to the Halco family. Um, I truly hope you will recover, so I can kick your ass again, Jeremy. Looking forward to it.
Not only did he lose the World Heavyweight Championship, but Sister Quinn and Jocelyn Demon Havoc lost the WWO Women's Tag Team Championship to the Dojo. Chim
Well,
Kicks.
it can't be all great, of course. It had to be the dojo, but at least it's off the outcast.
Yeah. We do have other champs that did retain. The Hellbilly retained the International Championship over the former King LG, who's now known as LG. Quattro kept the North American title over Jackpot Johnny, or Johnny Jackpot.
Again, it can all be positive.
And Kyle Merriman didn't. And Billy Gore, the hardcore champion, now over TMX and Kyle Merriman. But it was a change in the guard here at WWO after Winter War. We are on the road to Wrestle Clash, the biggest event of the year. So with that, I'm gonna let you go, Marvin Dallas. We're gonna let's go a little bit off script real quick. We're going to talk about real fast here. I'm gonna take the glasses off here.
Same.
Blah. I'm gonna put my glasses back on. Basically, there's been so many changes. Thank you for everybody who put in a promo. Kyle Merriman, Jeremy, of course, you yourself. It's been great. It's great having you alongside here. There's going to be many changes in the WWO leading up to Wrestle Clash. And there's going to be more changes. I'm sure we will put that out to everybody. There'll be one big announcement on Wrestle Clash itself. So you everybody better tune in. Yep. Everybody better tune in for that. It's going to be a big one. It is the biggest show. Marvin Nellis, we do have Wrestle Clash. Well, we started off with Winter War. Now Wrestle Clash is the biggest one. Summerbash, Halloween Horror. So for our big four that they used to do back in the day, it is now back. So we are now on the road to Wrestle Clash. And with that, again, big changes are happening. We're not going to make any announcements right now because we still got a long way to go. So we still have 2 months left, and then April is Wrestle Clash. Anything you want to interject, sir?
Actually, yes. There's one thing that I do want to say. From time to time, and I mentioned it on the podcast a couple of months ago, people struggle to, bring in their promos in time. I'm very happy to say that we already get a bunch of them in for next week for live. So keep this up, people. Doing great.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep submitting those promos. We'll keep posting up the matches for each show in the locker room so everybody can see what is going on, so you can prepare yourself. Again, congratulations to everybody. Congratulations to Jocelyn, to Mr. G, to LG, becoming the first ever Hall of Famers. We saw that. Again, Mr. G getting the nod to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Big kudos to you, sir. We've had many people here that deserve championships. and you, Mr. G, are deserving of holding that title belt. With that, Marvin, let's go back in kayfabe moment. I got a dog here. I'm being pushed over. With that,
I'm actually not been disturbed by a cat, which is a miracle.
Cats don't bother me as much as being eaten by Godzillas, been attacked by little Reapers. But with that, folks, you just saw a big night here at WWO Zone. Next week will be WWO Live, my show. And then after that, we finish up the month of February with Slammin' Stream. And let's just get real quick into this, Mr. Dallas here. What are your plans for the syndicate? I know my dog just went through the curtain. Yeah, your plans.
Winning titles, as showing every single one of those wannabe factions that there is only room for one group to sit at the top, and that's the syndicate.
With that, everybody, thanks for watching. My dog's just, we got people peeking up from the gorilla position back behind the curtains there. And with that, I'm going to say good night, everybody. Let's hit that music.